Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing my Green Bay Packers Beast recap, Week 3 recap episode, and boy, oh boy, what a game it was. The Green Bay Packers defeated the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee 30-14. It is also the first time in franchise history that the Green Bay Packers have beaten the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. Now, I'm assuming that means them when they were in Tennessee and not, when they played in Houston, when they were Houston Oilers. So that, I think, is a pretty good accomplishment that they pointed out today. And it was 30-14. I had predicted that it was going to be 24-14, so I was only a touchdown behind. So I thought that was pretty cool. I did get Tennessee's score correct. So I'm very, very happy with the results. Malik Willis, man, playing his old team that he was just playing for during the preseason, essentially, in training camp, and beating his old team, getting revenge on his plate, so to speak. I'm very happy with Malik Willis. I mean, Malik Willis, I said it during the Colts game even. I thought, even though he didn't really throw the ball as much against the Colts last week, he looked very good in that game. Despite the score. The score did not indicate how good he was actually playing in that game. And he showed it today even more. Malik Willis was the leading rusher in this game. Our running backs didn't do that well in this game, but Malik Willis, because of how good he was in this game, it didn't matter. Malik Willis had 6 attempts rushing for 73 yards on the ground, and he also had the opening touchdown on the opening possession. Jaden Reed had 2 attempts for 19 yards rushing. Josh Jacobs did have 14 attempts for 43 yards. Emmanuel Wilson had 12 attempts for 50 yards rushing. Chris Brooks also had 3 attempts for 3 yards. It was mostly the quarterback. Josh Jacobs did get some yardage towards the end of the game, but at the beginning of the game, he was kind of pretty much stuffed. Malik Willis, 13 attempts for 19 yards, 202 yards passing. He also did have a touchdown pass to Emmanuel Wilson, and that was short. That was the play. I believe it was 2 plays after the missed field goal. There was a missed field goal, which that's going to be another problem we got to address about the kicker. But they missed the field goal on 4th and 5. But luckily, there was a holding penalty on the Titans, so we got an automatic first down, and then we got the touchdown a couple plays later. So that was very good. For receiving, again, we had Romeo Doubs. He had 1 reception for 18 yards. Josh Jacobs had 1 reception for 5 yards. Tucker Kraft, who also did get injured in this game as well, but he did have 2 attempts for 24 yards passing. Luke Musgrave had 1 reception for 3 yards. Jaden Reed had 4 receptions for 50 yards. Would have liked to seen him get a little bit more. Christian Watson had 2 big completions. He had 2 receptions. Both of them were very, very impactful because they both led to scores. Christian Watson had 2 catches for 67 yards. And again, we talked about Emmanuel Wilson, the backup running back. He had 2 catches for 35 yards passing. But mostly, despite how good on offense we played tremendous on defense. So we had 2 interceptions. And the first one, Jair Alexander, my bad. He had the interception, and it was awesome. 35-yard run back for a touchdown, pick 6 by Jair Alexander. Very, very happy for what he did. That was just awesome. It was also awesome on my fantasy league too because I had the Packers defense. So I ended up having like I think 23 points it was on fantasy today for Packers defense alone. So that's pretty good. And also, most importantly, we got 8 sacks in total on the Tennessee Titans, which we buried that quarterback, Will Lewis. Like he was on his back most of that game. Just amazing. Our defense was just amazing. Cooper, and Bearer, McDuffie, Smith. Van Nelson, Walker had a half one, and Watts had 2. We had a total of 8 sacks. That is amazing. That is what we want to see. Putting him on his back. And again, we do have to really have a conversation about the kicker. The kicker did make all his field goals. But he also did miss that one. But it was negated, so it didn't matter because we ended up getting a touchdown then after that. But it is still concerning nonetheless. He's usually misses a field goal in every game. He was bailed out because the Titans, were penalized, rightfully so. But, I am kind of worried about this kicker. Bryden, I don't know, man. I'm kind of worried about him. I think we really need to start considering looking for a kicker because I don't think this is a clutch kicker at all. So especially once we get into the elements, when we start getting into cold weather games, we're going to need a kicker that's really reliable. And we can't worry about these shaky type kicks that this guy's kicking. So that is a growing concern, especially if we are a good team this year. So coming out of this game, like I said, right off the bat, Willis, showed that he can be confident in running and passing. There were a couple of runs he had that were not even designed runs, but it was the only option he had, and he went there and got first downs. Again, he got the touchdown on the opening possession. He was very, very good and very, very efficient, and I think he could be. I think he could be a starter in this league. To be honest with you, if we had him for the whole year, I think Jordan Love might watch himself with this one. I know Jordan Love's probably going to come back next week because it seems like he's doing a lot better than we originally thought. I thought he would be out for at least 4 weeks, maybe 5, depending on how bad the MCL sprain was, because the most you can be out for is up to 8 weeks, depending on how bad the injury is. But he was in full practice, I guess, on Friday. So they didn't play him this week, obviously, for precaution. But, man, I know we're playing the Minnesota Vikings, and I know the Vikings are 3-0, and they're playing really good. But you know what? I think we should start this guy over Jordan Love. Even if Jordan Love is ready, I would just be very cautious because this is an MCL sprain. Let him take as much time as he can to heal up fully. Because, honestly, I think we can beat the Minnesota Vikings with Malik Willis. Our defense right now has the... Oh, yeah, by the way, I should also mention that one of the sacks that we had was a bull rush sack, and we fumble, and the Titans fumbled it, too. Overall, looking at the turnovers, because we did have that fumble recovery, too. Overall... We had a total of 3 turnovers in this game. Okay. If I was them, I would start Malik Willis over Jordan Love. For this game, Jordan Love, I rather him be fully healed. The Vikings are 3-0. Yes, they're a division rival, but I honestly think we can win with Malik Willis. We are the number 1 team on defense for turnovers right now. We are the number 1 team. Like, we have averaged 3 turnovers a game since week 1. We had 3 turnovers. We had 3 turnovers against the Eagles. We had 3 turnovers, I believe, against the Colts. And now we had 3 turnovers against the Titans. I think we actually more with the Colts, but still, you get the point. Even though the Vikings are 3-0 and they're looking pretty good, surprisingly with Sam Darnold, I believe we should start Malik Willis and we should rest Jordan Love, let him fully recover from this, because yeah, he probably can play next week, but he's not going to probably be 100%. And I don't want to rush him onto the field, and possibly injure him further if we got someone like Malik Willis who can still win this game. He showed today that he can win this game. We got a defense that can bail him out on possessions that we don't capitalize on, especially if he gets turnovers. I mean, 8 sacks, like, come on. And this isn't just for this week. He was doing the defense was doing it against the Eagles as well. They were doing it against the Colts. So it's not just because the Titans are a bad team, okay? If people want to use that argument. I really think we should start Malik Willis next week. I would be very interested in seeing what most Packers fans think right now about this, but I think we should start Malik Willis at least one more week over Jordan Love. Don't suit Jordan Love up, for another week, and put out Malik Willis. That's my thoughts on this. Overall, like I said, very impressive. We're 2-1. Very happy. Go Pack, go guys. Yeah, that is my breakdown of of this game. Again, final score was 30-14. Green Bay Packers dominating win. Alexandra, Willis, the MVPs of this game on offense and defense, clearly. I would say. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate, if you like to my videos, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell for the latest contents. Thank you. And that's about it. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. I'm out of here. Peace! Also, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Twitch, Instagram, all SS Ultimate Goku, as well as the Discord link is in the description, where we discuss a lot of various topics, including this one here. And also, I do have a YouTube tier list if you want to check that out for other perks and whatnot. And yeah, and that's about it. Now I'm out. Peace. Go Pack, go!